What's up guys, it's Town here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Peterbot and how he easily dropped yet another 30 bomb in the solo victory Cash Cup finals. Alright, as you can see, Peter is obviously landing snooty here, gets into initial engagement with this opponent, good crosshair placement right on the opponent edits. Now he's got back wall 2, look at this edit too, another right hand peek for him, right? The opponent can't hit him here, a good peek. He's weak, right? So he needs to be very protected. He doesn't have any additional heals. He gets that pickup here. Obviously got into another engagement because he's 100 HP. But as you can hear, multiple people here. So now he's going to get his shield. Sprays through. Look at him hold this here. This is actually so underrated. So he can actually get the loot. Nice. Now he immediately cones that off. Up there, floors that off. Places a cone of his own and hits the opponent for chip damage. Now, he misses the timing up here, but good attempt here. He thought it would break. Another good attempt here, he just whiffed. Look, he's catching these opponents just so overstretched. Now he hits it for 117. Now the opponent just full in, and he wins that. And now there's another opponent, but gets that opponent to overcommit in his space. Now this opponent's in the exact same situation. Now, good attempt, just missed again. He owns everything, but this is really wide open, right? He's not tight to the wall here, so he eats a significant amount of damage, but he at least trades. And the opponent and him are trying to trade right-hand peeks. This is also good awareness of what's below him. Nearly catches him off here. The opponent actually has some good reaction time. We're also in a situation, too. We only have 4 shots left in our mythic shotgun, so we really have to make our shots count here. Now, that opponent runs away. I think he gives up probably no mats, but you're going to see just the confidence of Peterbot here. He's going to pop this big. So once it goes, he's like, I'm full rushing you. That opponent just full leaves, right? He wants to play the rest of his game out. He uses crash pad. Now, he only has 13 builds, so he's got to be real efficient. Another good attempt. Some better aim here. This is really nice, too. Opponent opens. Recognizes that's going to trap the opponent underneath. Now he edits the stairs so he has some angle. Another nice peek. Right-hand peek. And like I said, he has very little mats, right? So he's not really concerned. Enforcer sucks, but at least it does some good damage. And then he just simply slides in a cone. Opponent's trap. And he efficiently wins this fight with having barely any materials. This is so good right here, too. The importance, you see, this is free shots, free licks. Like, he only took 50 damage. No reason to pop the big here. Get that counter damage. Now you're at health advantage. And you take advantage of the opponent, whose back's completely wide open. Get an easy piece. Really good from Peterbot there. Understanding the importance of counter damage. This approach here is really smart. So he actually should have seen that opponent there earlier, but he doesn't recognize. But he's smart, recognizes you can't do it on water. He sees him now, so now he reacts. He even uses a flopper for 19 HP. But look at the positioning here. He checks over there to make sure he's not going to get third party. Blocks off his walls. And as he approaches at different angles, he again knows that opponent's over there. Look at what he does here. Place more walls. So he doesn't take unnecessary damage. Now, he gets eaten for a chip, so he's just going to play range, right? Auto's only good. This is such an advantage for him. One, it's a right-hand peek. This opponent should be building. We don't know if he has mats or not, but 139. The opponent's trying to barrel stuff, and he gets bottom cone, top cone. Free elimination. Now, he knows that this opponent should be here somewhere because of the medallion. So getting fried here. Probably should have a little bit better awareness here. But immediately creates 2 boxes. Gets flopper off. Gets the flopper off here. As I was saying beforehand. Sorry about that. Gets fried. Creates 2 boxes full. Gets the opponent to again overcommit. Now this is such an important peek. A lot of people when they rebox, they don't look for counter damage, and it's exactly one. He's got the medallion, so this person again is overstretched. He wants to get that flopper off because he's in the storm, and he gets a nice 76 tag. And so with medallion, they're going to be opponent's slight disadvantage. So what does he do? Pops big, and instead of just fully popping the big opponent, obviously is scared, and then just good aim right here. Free elimination out of the sky. Could have been a bad situation. Starts off this fight with a ton of damage. Opponent's gonna actually be pretty decently annoying. But Peter's never really too concerned in this fight. It's another good use of the grapple to continue the pressure. Opponent's continuing to crank, tries to get in. Opponent actually makes a good drop down play. Good reload management right there. Tries to block him off. Now he sees that wall isn't claimed. He tries to claim it there, doesn't get it. Good reload management again. Now this is nice. Textbook pickaxe bait. Opponent opens up. Good crosshair placement. And then he places a ramp for extra protection, just in case. We're up to 7 eliminations now. 29 bit of damage, not the best. But spreads through. Another right-hand peek. That's really good. Again, editing that left tile, get that nice right-hand peek where that opponent is. Bones in front. And then nice. Gets the opponent trapped underneath the stair. Checking the bush. Real smart here, too. 29 bit of damage. Now, again, if you want to not... That guy's probably on a cache. But you got to have some lobby awareness if you're not a professional player. Know that those guys in your game and get away from them. Now, this opponent actually makes a good play here. Peter thinks he goes left. The opponent actually uses the auto to kind of barrel stuff. You're going to get the same exact thing. Look at him back up. Flips up the cone, immediately blocks off his angles as the opponent tries to go up, and he actually scuffs his reset. So the opponent actually gets a wall there. And so he just immediately takes that advantage away. So simple. It's actually such... And he times this perfectly. That's why that works. The opponent just switched. The opponent tries to run away. And he's overcommitted. Peterbot wins that fight. Getting third-partied again. It's going to be kind of the same exact thing. Opponent over-aggresses. He hits up with a nice peanut butter peek. He's just consistently backing off people's pressure. And using all the space that he creates. Maximizing the spaces he creates. Very nice there. Would have capped him off any with the back walls, but used the slide mechanic to get in. But spraying through. 116. Another pickaxe bait. That's what you want when you're at health HP. Make opponents panic and edit on you when there's 1 or 2 hit. Good reload. Covers his head here initially. Doesn't get it. Same exact thing, right? When we rebox, we're looking for counter damage. This is the opportunity, but doesn't. Now he actually loses there. Opponent does a good job. We see a lot of good defense by Peter in this video. Good attempt there. And loses the trade again. So he has to reset the fight. Opponent's pretty decent. But Peter's defense has been really good. That's the best peek. You want to make sure you're top left. That actually gives you peeker's advantage. He reloads pop bigs, and now this fight is complete. Pretty much reset. He hasn't lost that much, just a decent amount of brick. He finally gets it. Gets it weak. This is good crosshair placement too. Instead of just spraying the ramp randomly, he's spraying where the opponent is. Good blueprint edit, and he times the shot perfectly. So he's over 124. Really good use of the blueprint edits. 65. Now, this is a mistake, right? If he hits the 3 tile, he thinks he's over there. Does a good job of that beside the door edit, but that's going to actually get him throw off his timing a little bit. So he's going to eat a little bit of damage. It's a wall in front of him. So again, he has to back off. He's actually been playing defense better, which I was a little bit surprised. His defensive box fighting has been way better than his offensive box fighting. Doesn't get the wall again. Scuffs up again. Wow. This is just fantastic crosshair placement. The opponent full pieces him here. But notice how he's back to the box. So he flips up the cone, breaks, boom, 160. That guy was pretty decent. Again, defensive box fighting has been a masterclass in this particular VOD. Doesn't get it. Constant pressure. Shoot the shotgun spray. Shoot the shotgun spray. Cover off angles. Reload. Do the same thing. Even for 30 HP. He's still popping. Pigs. Cones covers off angles. Gets it. And hits a 1 pump. That's just confidence. It's a wide open peek too. Accidentally falls here. A little bit of chip damage. Still popping big again. Oh, this is so nice. We'll go back and watch this. Ooh. Such a good peek. Both pretty weak. Quick reset. 30 HP. Opponent actually read that he was going to spray through there. I think the little hesitation, but this is really nice right here. Let's go back to this. Gets up here. He's popping a big initially for some HP. Gets opponent to pressure and he realizes he has an advantage. Cracked. Reset. Very important, the reset. Now his mistake here. Doesn't place the sidewall. He thinks he's down below. Again, using his heals for very little HP, which I thought was pretty interesting. I think you'd want to conserve him. He's that confident in his fighting that he's going to get him. Nice, good right hand peek too right here. Notice how he edits, swings left, and then swings back right. Hits him for 32. Resets. He does have medallion. This opponent doesn't, so unless his opponent hits a nasty shot. Opponent miss. 36. Wow. Mechanics there are fantastic. Peaks are even better. Good crosshair placement. Cancel the reload. Let's take a look at the edits he made here. So hits it for 36 chip. Gets the resets, right? If that opponent's there. There's still space to this way. He blocks that off. Resets. Realizes his opponent's run at him, so he places a wall. Cuts him off. This is a right-hand peek. It's for 143. Good crosshair placement. And it's if that opponent continues running, he's trapped there. Opponent elevates. Almost kind of like a reload bait. But he's at range with the autos. Don't do this again. If you have pros in your cash cup, look. Pay attention. You're probably not fighting a bunch anyway. Pay attention to the feed. Opponent runs at him again. Same thing. Same technique. Flip up the cone. Go out left. Look back. See if you can get any damage. Now the opponent's going to run away. Obviously boxing up. It's a little bit of chip damage. Peter does. He pops big here. Now he's getting third party. Oh, man. 180. So after hitting that nice 180, elevates. Do trade for a little bit. He does have medallion, so he continues to play aggressive, not waste his heals. The opponent takes a med kit. Let's take a look. That situation was really bad. So we grapple across. We eat a little bit of damage. This is the best way to... Guy slides in. He attempts a pre-fire now. He holds here. Really good mechanic work to get up and out of this. Look at that crouch. 180. Resets him and then just quickly elevates. And again, same thing. Using the floppers just to get not even close to max shield. Good crosshair placement with the spray through. Good amount of damage on this opponent. Now that opponent gets fried as well. So he puts the opponent between him and the third party. Reload management. He does have medallions. And that opponent got 1 mini off. Just slides in through. We're at up to 18 eliminations. We're getting more towards the end game. We also have forecast tower. Protected. Gets a weak. Good reload before he continues to pressure. Then for 80. Gets the floor. Good recognition that he's going to fall down there. Now, the shotgun doesn't shoot or he doesn't have any ammo there, so a minor mistake. Let's see. Which one was it? Nope. Gun didn't shoot, unfortunately. So, a little 50-50, but he was at health advantage. I understand it completely. The kid for 100. Good starting off this fight. Look where he's keying to. Notice how he's on the storm edge. $32. Again, good reload management for pressuring. Tries to edit up and out. Again, good reload management. You can still effectively pressure. This little pause is so good. What do you think this little pause is for? Visual information. Can I see where the opponent is? No, he's not in there. Okay, I'm safe to do this. Let me spray through in. Reload again. Just consistent, good reload management. Bad angle, so he switches it. Now he's right on a wood wall. And the opponent, basically having nothing, is forced to go down. Covers all angles here. Nice left-hand peek. It's all about edit flow. So Arkham was so good. I talk about this quite a bit. Look where you do a peanut butter on the right here. Does that really help you? 171. Good reload management. A little bit of damage. Gets in. Times it perfectly when the opponent's taking heals. 58 damage. And that's also towards zone because he does have forecast. 58. Good job covering his head here. Predicts that he's going to come out. And he's granted a free elimination when the opponent panics, jumps out. Crosshair gets 58 chip damage to start. Cone on the side. Misses the shot. But quickly resets and recovers. Reload management. Bad shot. But finishes off with a spray. He's going to continue W King, so he doesn't care about 6 medkits. This person's on front side. He makes sure to block off angles before initiating this fight, which is really important in these endgame situations. Nice, good attempt. I like him ending out there. He's trapped underneath his own ramp, so it's really awkward. Good reload. Good awareness to realize it wasn't even reloaded. This opponent's taking too long. So he goes, okay, I'll WQ someone else. So hit this person for around 100 damage. And again, this opponent's kind of isolated, so he puts between, basically the whole server is between him and this opponent. Notice how he covers off that angle. This opponent's getting pressured from his back. Good hold, secure everything. Reload. We're up to 24. We're just getting into moving zones. He's fragged out a good portion of the lobby. Good attempt there. Opponent drops, so this makes this fight actually a whole lot easier. Now I think that opponent actually caused that cone. So after getting that crack, he makes a nice little 3 tile. Switching up the angle. Type of edit, very important. Don't want to be predictable. Double swings on the wall. Now he makes sure to cover his side. A lot of the slides in a cone, 130. Gets up. And now he goes to the box here because he's putting the lobby between him and the third party. So even if he doesn't get the elimination, his game doesn't become over. You're going to fully commit into opponent's space. You have to make sure. This is really good for Peter here. Everyone's coming up in front of him. He can get a beam from backside and then push. Now he kind of realizes this is really kind of not the best situation to key. Now he's like in the center of a moving zone. So now he moves to an edge where he has less space to worry about. Should cover off here. Then just good, really good aim right there. Notice how dead this side is too. I know he's fragged out the whole lobby, but there's a reason why he moved from the mid to the outside here. Awareness right here, crack. Look at this. Block off angles. Constantly, little minor things like this are so huge. Nice, he blocks off angles. A little bit of chip damage. But look how free that entire right side is. Just made keying so much easier. He can literally open heal in an endgame because of it. Someone goes that way, he gets a little bit of chip damage. This person doesn't look too good. Keeps cutting off angles. Sees the opponent run up and he goes, okay. I'm just going to reload. Continue to go out left as the zone expands. Takes that both at the same time. Make sure to cover both angles. Notice how he took the wall and the cone at the same time. Gun doesn't shoot. Smart thing, same thing. Cover off angles. Sit here on a right hand. Good aim right there. And this is really good. That opponent thinks he gets a good refresh. Sees the footsteps. So he edits a 3 tile, comes it off, hits a massive shot. And he's got floppers. He can tank zone. Trying to get some info so he knows where to go. Need another flopper. Touches himself on a mid layer. I think he wanted to go deeper here. But now he's getting a lot of pressure from people around him. Now he only is down to about 160 mats. Sees the opponent drop. He eats another shot. Makes a mistake here. Nearly doesn't eat the flopper here. But he does have medallions to at least give him some help. Now he's 5 builds. But we do have a 30 bomb, but he's just got to clutch it up here, which, you know, obviously he does. Gets it weak with a shotgun. Jumps in. Good job there. I mean, have to win that. It's so hard to win against an auto. Another medallion. Eats floppers. Now he's got medkits. Catches this. This is so good for so many reasons. High levels of skill here. It's 5 builds. It's going to get this impact. We already watched this, but I'm talking about this next phase. We get a good decent refresh. Got another medallion, so we're quickly healing. Again, what's that pause? Get information. So this person flies into his box. That's not his ramp he's on. But when does he edit? When the opponent shoots. I'm at advantage, 125. You shoot again. I'm gonna win this aim duel. This is so good too here. Sees the wall's 1 HP. 180 quickly resets. Now doesn't have any shotgun ammo. Make sure to reload it. A little bit of chip damage with the AR and finishes off that opponent. I don't think that was even really intentional, but to get into that opponent's box. But the reaction time obviously is a huge factor, but he always puts himself in defensive, so he accidentally boxes this opponent, misses, traps that opponent underneath, goes back to where it's a right hand, and the opponent just breaks a cone for him. It's easy. Another refresh. Some more heals. He's got about 500 builds. And this is what wins him the game right there. Hitting that huge amount of damage. Uses what mats he has to crank. And he throws a ramp over his head. And that's going to be good night, nurse. These opponents there is weak, and he just sprays through. Why do you think he sprays through as opposed to, like, pickaxe baiting? It's such a minor thing, but it's important, right? This is an endgame. We're in night zone. They don't have a lot of mats. People are going to try and heal. One, he's trying to heal, but what's even more important, just spray through. Don't even bother having the pickaxe out. Drops a big there for the medkit in case it goes to heal off. And he's fragged out this lobby enough. So 3 medkits wasn't going to win the heal off. That's going to be very important when it comes down to this 1v1. However, I do think he actually would have won it due to the fact that this opponent has actually been in the storm tanking quite a bit. So he's going to get the full maximum amount of zone. So even if this opponent does have somehow 6 medkits and flops, he's not even going to take that chance. He's actually going to advance to where the opponent would probably be healing. And look at this too. Good information. Before just jumping right in front there, he gets good information right here. He knows his opponent. So he pops it. The opponent more than likely is going to stick that medkit. They don't expect this play. Peter doesn't want to let it go to heal off, and obviously he's trying to get as many kills as possible. So we saw a lot of good defensive box fighting. We saw Peter actually struggle more in offensive box fighting, in my opinion, but he constantly capitalized on opponents' over-aggression throughout this entire VOD review, and I think that's the #1 key takeaway. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's VOD review. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.